truth of Issue 1. Issue 1 facts. Plain, blunt truth. Issue 1, Ohio. No matter what the people decide on the issue, mothers' lives and health are always protected in Ohio by all laws restricting abortions. The present Ohio law on abortions. Currently, abortion is legal in Ohio up until 22 weeks of pregnancy. After that time, doctors can perform abortions if the pregnancy threatens the patient's health or life. If Issue 1 does not pass, abortions will still be allowed for women up to 22 weeks pregnant. At any time during a pregnancy, doctors can perform an abortion if the mother is at risk, no matter what. Whether or not Issue 1 passes or fails, mothers' health rights are protected if the mother is at risk. Abortion will still be legal in Ohio under all proposed law, whether or not Issue 1 passes or fails. Abortion will still be legal in Ohio under all proposed law. The passage of Issue 1 would guarantee abortion access up to fetal viability. Fetal viability, having reached such a stage of development as to be capable of living under normal conditions outside the uterus. A fully developed child, a newborn. If the issue fails, the state's contested heartbeat bill could restrict nearly all abortions. Ohio's proposed heartbeat bill, under which rape victims remain protected. Ohio could prohibit abortion after an unborn baby's heartbeat has been detected, approximately 5.5 to 6 weeks of pregnancy, unless a physician determines it is necessary to save the mother's life or protect her from substantial impairment. Truth. Many forms of birth control are known to be up to 99.9% effective. Contraception could prevent almost all unplanned pregnancies. Additionally, the hormones in contraceptives, especially the birth control pill, regulate a woman's cycle so precisely that she would know within days whether or not she was pregnant. Issue 1 is a dangerous attack on the unborn, women, and parents. It's an extreme attempt to create abortion on demand and to eliminate reasonable health and safety standards for pregnant women. It ends parental notification and excludes parents from their child's medical decisions. At its core, Issue 1 allows for-profit abortion providers to self-regulate and perform abortions up to viability and beyond, at the sole discretion of the abortionist. Bluntly, we're talking about legal murderers. Issue 1 establishes abortion on demand through all 9 months of pregnancy. It removes even basic limits on abortion. It allows for-profit abortion providers to make the final call on procedures, standards, and timing. It allows dismemberment abortions. We're talking about ripping an unborn or newborn child limb from limb. Painful late-term abortions, which are torturous to the pregnant mother herself, and abortions after a child is born alive by overriding current laws. It permits abortion because of the child's sex, race, or disability. If for any reason a mother did not like her child, she would have a legal right to murder it outside of her own womb in its first moments of life. Issue 1 erases parental rights. It ends parental notification and prevents parents from being involved in their child's medical decisions, like an abortion or irreversible sex change operations, which are lifelong. It eliminates basic health and safety protection for women receiving abortions and puts them in danger. It abolishes care and safety standards for treatment of pregnant women, like requiring that abortion must be performed in person by a licensed doctor who can transfer a woman to a hospital if something goes wrong. Issue 1. In all cases, if a woman's health is at risk, abortions are legal and allowed. Current law protects women's health, yes. Current law protects children, yes. Also allows abortion up to 22 weeks. Current law protects parents, yes. Current law protects against racism, yes. If issue 1 fails, protects women's health, yes. If issue 1 fails, protects children, yes. Still allows abortion up to 22 weeks. If issue 1 fails, protects parents, yes. If issue 1 fails, protects against racism, yes. If issue 1 passes, protects women's health, no. If issue 1 passes, protects children, no. Also allows for the abortion of newborn babies. If issue 1 passes, protects parents, no. If issue 1 passes, protects against racism, no. If issue 1 passes, protects against gender bias, no. Timeline: in all cases, abortion is allowed if the mother's health is at risk at any time during pregnancy. Now, abortions are allowed and safely regulated up to 22 weeks of pregnancy. Parents have a say in their child's medical decisions. If issue 1 passes, parents will have no say in their children's medical choices. Abortions will be allowed even after the birth of the child on newborns. Safety precautions of and during abortions will be eliminated and not guaranteed for women legally. Women can abort a child at any time for any reason, including race and gender. If Issue 1 fails, abortion will be legal up to 22 weeks of pregnancy. Abortion safety regulations for women will remain in place. Parents will have legal say in their children's medical care. The Heartbeat Bill could become law. If the Heartbeat Bill becomes law, abortions will be allowed up to 6 weeks of pregnancy. Abortions will remain safely regulated for women. Abortions for women at all stages of pregnancy will remain available and protected by law if the mother's life or health is at risk. Contraception in all cases, the alternative of birth control, remains up to 99.9% effective and legal. Issue 1. Vote yes if you believe it is necessary and good for the law to enforce that safety regulations and medical quality of care for abortions will not be protected for women. This increases health risks for moms getting abortions. Vote yes if you believe it is necessary and good for the law to enforce that parents should not have a say in their children's medical care, medical provider, or medical choices. Vote yes if you believe it is necessary and good for the law to enforce that abortions should be allowed at all stages of pregnancy and on newborn babies for any reason, such as the mom doesn't like the race or gender of her baby. Issue 1. Vote no if you believe it is necessary and good for the law to enforce that abortions and health standards for women receiving abortions remain safe, available, and protected up to 22 weeks of pregnancy. Vote no if you believe it is necessary and good for the law to enforce that parents should have a say in helping their child choose a doctor and arrive at important and lifelong health care decisions. Vote no if you believe it is necessary and good for the law to enforce that aborting newborn babies should not be introduced into our culture or law. Vote no if you believe it is necessary and good for the law to enforce that women should not be able to choose to abort a baby because she doesn't like the baby's race or gender. Truth. Many forms of birth control are known to be up to 99.9% effective. Contraception could prevent almost all unplanned pregnancies by itself. At any time during a pregnancy, doctors can perform an abortion if the mother is at risk, no matter what. Whether or not Issue 1 passes or fails, mother's health rights are protected if the mother is at risk. Proposed law. Now, women's safety during an abortion is protected. Abortions are legal up to 22 weeks pregnant. Parents can help their child make an informed decision and ensure they get the best quality of health care and a good doctor. If Issue 1 passes, the quality and safety of health care for abortions will not be protected. If Issue 1 passes, the quality and safety of health care standards for children will not be protected by parents nor the state. If Issue 1 passes, abortions even after a live birth will be allowed by law. And if the mother doesn't like her child's race or gender or face or the way he or she looks at her, she will be legally allowed to kill them. If Issue 1 fails, a woman's right to an abortion if her health is at risk is always protected. If Issue 1 fails, abortions are allowed up to 22 weeks pregnant. If Issue 1 fails, women's safety and protection during an abortion are protected. If Issue 1 fails, children's rights to be protected by their parents are protected. At any time during a pregnancy, doctors can perform an abortion if the mother is at risk, no matter what. Whether or not Issue 1 passes or fails, mother's health rights are protected if the mother is at risk. Truth-wise, the best solution, that women only get pregnant if and when they are ready, is possible. With birth control being up to 99.9% consistently effective, we should be careful what we choose to enforce as law, whatever your views are on the topic. Enforcing the right to abort new humans outside the womb, especially based upon race and gender, could lead to more severe and oppressive laws against all living humans, and open legal doors for other political agenda, such as genocide and abuse. And all forms of discrimination. Would have a legal window to become law in our state and in our culture. Please be careful and use wisdom in whatever you choose. Truth. Many forms of birth control are known to be up to 99.9% effective. Contraception could prevent almost all unplanned pregnancies. And for the 0.1% remaining, there's an adoption list of parents praying with all their hearts to adopt a child who cannot become pregnant on their own. The list is miles long, and parents wait many years. Why not let all people be loved? A prayer for all. Please feel free to adapt this prayer to your own faith and whichever way you manifest in your own individual life and lifestyle. That all women will only get pregnant if and when they are ready. Amen, amen. Thank you. To help this video reach more people and inform the public about the laws for which they will be enacting by vote, please like and subscribe. For shorter single slide clips that can be posted to other apps, especially including the prayer itself and by itself, please visit the following link. Post on the screen. Peace be with you.